I don't have friends. I got family.
Family.
You can have any brew you want, as long as it's a Corona.
Family.
This just went from Mission Impossible to Mission and freaking Sanity.
The movies.
Family.
What was that? Oh, you're adding to it now.
Huh?
You're adding to it now, are you?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's fun. Hey, it's Friday.
It is Friday, and we are backstage at the Bluebird.
I tell you, it's another Fast Friday. Hanging out with the family. It's me, Andrew Jones, and me, Familia.
Johnny Ellis.
Hey! Whip. And today we're doing something special. We're doing 2 films. We're covering 2 films today. Everyone else is like, you know what? We're going to do 1 film a week on our podcast, reminiscing on a whole franchise. Us? Nah, we're going to do 2 films this week. 2 whole 1 feature film, 1 film also exists, I guess technically is something that exists.
I mean, we're doing 1 film and 1 sitcom episode.
That's an interesting.
It's a 20-minute.
It's barely 20 minutes, 17 minutes before credits.
Oh, is it? Well,
yeah. It really. If it's a sitcom episode, boy oh boy, did they need some padding. They needed
20 minutes
or something.
Oh, they needed like
they needed a B plot. Let's face it,
right.
They needed a B plot.
Yeah.
They needed to say, hey, what's Joey doing during this sequence?
Joey,
or maybe Phoebe's come out with a new song.
Oh right, no, I was thinking Joey Seinfeld pops up as a B from the B movie.
Joey Seinfeld, I love him. How are you doing?
So is that
it's got smell the part acting.
Shall we do that first? Or we talk about that first?
Hey.
Los Banditos.
Hey, shut up.
Sorry.
Shut up. Look, we've recorded a bunch of stuff beforehand, but this is the first episode we're recording, which we can firmly say Universal decides to call their weekly American cinema releases of the Fast and Furious franchise leading up to F9 The Fast Saga for free. Fast Fridays.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
They literally called it Fast Fridays.
They looked at us and they said,
they looked at us and the fact that we did this a year ago, and then they decided to delay things. They figured, hey, we're going to steal from the best, and not give them any kind of credit or credence. And I'm assuming they haven't got any contact with me. They're not playing our podcasts for the hour before the film starts or the hour after the film starts.
Oh, imagine if they
an hour after the film starts. So whilst you're watching the film, suddenly an hour in, you're thinking, well, Vin Diesel's really driving fast. What's he listening to? Oh, he's listening to a podcast. And now it's not stopping because the thing's changed. It's still going. And these guys are English. That's weird.
That's weird.
Weird. It's like me hitting the nose.
Just don't press the cigarette lighter. So, right, let's talk about Los Banditos.
Let's talk about, I've got to go back to David Ortiz, the Universal executive, who last week I mentioned tweeted out a thread about the production of the Fast and Furious saga and how it became a saga.
Right.
Last week we were on to the point in which we were talking about getting Vin in for a short bit in Tokyo Drift.
Right.
But he became a producer on Fast and Furious, and he got the rights to Pitch Black 3, which was going to be became Riddick when he did this. Mm-hmm. The Tokyo Drift response was tremendous, and we developed FNF4, which was called Dom. It was Vin and Michelle a la Bonnie and Clyde. Strategically, Universal loved DVD box sets because they were almost pure profit. That's where we left off on.
Right, yes.
But when Stacey Snider left Universal for DreamWorks in February 2006, the new regime pushed for Vin and Paul Walker together instead of Dom.
Right.
Conceptually, Vin saw Dom as his Iron Man, and thought Paul Walker should get his own film out of Captain America. Fast 5 was our Avengers. Vin would say Fast and Furious was a $1 billion plus franchise in 2008.
Right, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Vin saw Paul Walker as his Captain America.
Well, Vin saw Dom would be the Iron Man, theoretically.
Vin saw Dom as Iron Man.
What was at that point Dom, which would then become Fast and Furious, originally would just be like, right, this is the Iron Man story, this is Letty, this is Dominic Toretto, this is the start. And Paul Walker would get his own film, like Captain America, which leads him back into the throes which would then end with Fast Five, which is when they all come together. Now, remember,
Right,
at the end of Captain America, he gets unfrozen and back
Right.
into the fray, which is akin to what would thus happen to Paul Walker. But
Wait, when was Captain America band member for the Fray? Because the Fray as a band. It's a band. Did I tell you I spent all my life savings on pasta? Andrew, you have to respond for the punchline, please. Andrew, don't leave me like this. Love me like you do, please. I'm scared to look, but I'm just gonna check the Skype. Okay, you're still recording the call. This is still the podcast. Uh-oh. Well, if you're not talking, I'm not talking.
better?
It was worth every penny. Penny. Sorry,
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I am lifting this podcast up to greater heights. You're welcome. With my fast wit.
Continuing David's. I
Yes.
remember Universal colleague told me we wasted $86 million on Fast and Furious, and without Donna's protection, I'd fail as an executive because no one cares about Paul Walker and Vin Diesel.
Oh. Well,
Here's what I learned. Nobody knows anything.
yeah.
As the first Afro-Latino executive at Universal Warner Brothers, I felt pressure, but had to trust my instincts. Most Hollywood movies are greenlit based on comps. The claim was movies with Asian Americans and people of color didn't travel internationally.
Right.
Vin knew his value as a person of color, and Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese Gibson, Ludacris, Sun Kang would collectively move the ball down the field for all people of color.
Yeah. Do you think
Vin-
that's why Fast and Furious was so popular then? Like, you know, kind of brought the franchise back ish. Because people were invested in Dom and
People like the Fast and Furious. That held.
right.
That's a franchise. That's a film that held on for a long time. I remember people talk about it for years.
Yeah.
People were always, interested in more. Vin Diesel was always someone that there were a certain amount of people who'd be like, "Yeah, I want to see more of that guy."
Yeah, that's fair.
Vin would probably say the key to Fast and Furious was him directing Los Bandoleros,
Yes. Well, let's get
which
into
was the
that.
prequel between FF1 and FF4. It
Yeah.
explained where Dom had been pre-Gas Heist. Vin, Michelle, Don Omar, Negro Calde, Sun Kang all shot it for free.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Right. Not much happens in this.
This is this is the credited as 2009. I question that short film Los Bandoleros, written by Vin Diesel and TJ Mancini, directed by
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
Now, yeah, from what I recall, this I forgot it as soon as it finished, but there was no like car action stuff in it, was there? It was a very
there was a big car action scene,
was there?
but we'll get to that. So we open up.
Right.
We open up, and it's one of the it's the Dominican Republic. It's one of the new guys in prison, explaining that bandoleros, they're the reason lawyers and prisons exist. They keep the industry going.
Right.
If you don't have prisoners, if you
Yeah.
don't have bad guys, you don't have prisoners. If you don't have bad guys, you don't have lawyers. You need crime in order to keep the whole industry going. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like you need
Sure.
obesity to keep fast food going.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. When you put it like that.
Yeah. Yeah, armies, they fight wars, but they don't want wars to end, because what do? What's left after that? No one's looking for world peace, because that stops all the profit.
Yeah.
It's thoughtful. What do we cut to after that? Boom. Who's the first iconic character from the Fast franchise we see?
Oh, Han.
Han.
Yeah.
Walking out an airport, his hair blowing in the wind. Oh, he's a dreamboat. Look at that hair. He's like the antithesis of Dominic Toretto. Dom, stubbled, shaved, lacking, fun, blowing, stunning.
And all he wants is a TV. I mean, I think I can relate to him anyway.
Can you?
Yeah. Lands in a different country and he's like, where's the TV?
What would you watch on TV when you go to another country? What are the first things you were desperate to see?
Well,
Simpsons dubbed?
From personal experience,
Yes.
I went to America. I went to Nashville, and the first thing I watched on TV was Nashville. Speaking of which, we are here talking season 2, episode 12. Is that right? Yeah.
No. 2009's Los Bandoleros.
Oh, okay.
Gas prices are linked to everything in this world.
Yes. Yeah.
Gas prices go up. Shit goes down.
Yes, shit goes down.
Where do we find Dom? What's
Dom is
doing?
under a car.
Yeah.
He's under a car.
He's under a car. He's been run over. It's a horrific accident. This is how the film starts. Dead, but is he dead? What's that?
I'm sure he's died 10 times over in this franchise at this point.
He'll die many times over. That's kind of the key to it. Hey, you know what? He's working on the car. He's making the car go faster.
He isn't. And Furiouser.
Furiouser. But not in this film.
Furious.
What kind of car is this?
It is a 4-wheeled car.
Right.
That has a steering wheel.
I've got very important. I've written 3 cars down here. Boxy silver car. We all love that.
Okay.
Orange and white muscle car.
Right.
Remember that? And then we'll get to it. But there's a beige convertible as well.
Beige convertible. Okay.
Oh. Welcome to our island, hon. Island of Paradise. Doesn't that get you excited?
Well, Island of Paradise should have a TV on it.
Paradise is not TV.
No, Paradise isn't TV, but TV is Paradise.
Anyway. They got to go out. I
didn't think we would talk this long about this short film.
I've got things noted. Tago. Is that his name?
Right,
they get him out of prison.
My God. Okay.
They do some wire cutting. They get him out of prison. He gets chased in the kitchen. Everyone looks dapper. Han's out there. There's they're in a club.
Right.
Han's flirting, slow-mo dancing.
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah.
They're talking to a guy. They're hanging out.
Asking him if he wants to get out of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dom's hanging out with 2 women as who arrives?
Letty.
Letty! This is it. They cuddle. It's quite sweet.
Yeah.
And here comes the car action. They're driving. They're driving in a convertible.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. All right. I remember the car action now.
And then she gets on top of him and kisses.
Yep.
It's like, whoa, Fast and Furious. Then they get to a beach and they go kayaking a little, canoeing or whatever.
Yeah. And that's it. Basically.
No. Then they kind of go to a cove for a segment as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like, let's go to a beach and film a couple of scenes.
Yeah.
And they're drinking beers. They're green beers.
Oh.
I know. I was very disappointed. I know it's free, but I'm sure someone could have got out and bought a case of Corona. And then it just ends. It's like, what? That's not a film.
Weird.
That is not a film. That's a series of scenes that are barely linked. If you don't know anything going into it, you're completely befuddled.
Now, one thing I think they missed to be when they had Letty climb on top of Dom as he's driving, and I was waiting to see the speedometer go up. I thought that was going to be the thing.
How many miles an hour should it have gone up to?
88. I don't know.
69, baby.
69. All right. That's not very fast at all. That's below
it's faster than I would have
speed
driving
limit.
when I've got someone on top of me.
But yeah, I was really surprised they didn't do that. Weren't you?
I was surprised they didn't do a shot of a train entering a tunnel and then the car jumping over the train. It's like, whoa! It's not what you expected. It's just a bunch of stuff. There's literally no symbolism. We are just being literal. Yeah, it doesn't really have any kind of subtlety or anything.
Yeah.
Anyway, but that's how they got the crew together.
Yeah, and that wasn't a lead-in into Fast and Furious, was it? Because that came out on the DVD. So the film
came out on the DVD. But as story, it tells you the little bit about the gas eyes. That's kind of important. But I don't know if it ever came out anywhere before it came out on DVD.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. It wasn't ever used as promotional material or anything.
Remember DVD box sets?
Yeah.
We had a premiere for Fast and Furious 4 DVD.
Oh, really?
Remember Michelle Rodriguez didn't have a last name until Chris Morgan wrote the scene with her tombstone in Fast and Furious 4.
Yeah.
We were facing the WGA strike deadline. He looks up and says, "Lady's Latina, so what should her last name be?" He looks at me and laughs, jots down Ortiz. But we never show her body, which was the key.
Right.
The rest of this stuff goes to F5.
Right, okay.
That's all you get for David Ortiz for now.
So
head into Fast and Furious.
Yes, let's head into the Fast.
Chris Morgan writing. Chris Morgan here. Chris
Morgan, known for
the Fast and Furious franchise, taking a left turn into the
anything.
Chris Morgan is the guy.
Right.
In the Onion clip, which it's like a 5-year-old screenwriter of the Fast and Furious franchise is being interviewed on a morning breakfast TV thing.
No, I don't think.
Okay,
no.
Right. It's great because he's like there's like these two proper presenters and they talk to him. He's like, okay, so what you got planned for the next one? He goes, I think the car should jump the other car and then go blam. I don't know how you get your ideas. That's basically he's the guy. Right. He's the 5-year-old, and of course directed by Justin Lin.
Right. Yes.
This is Fast and Furious, 2009's Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Now we've had 4 Fast and Furious films.
Yep.
In 8
years.
8 years.
So 1 every 2 years.
Oh right, was it 2001, 3,
1,
7,
3, 6, 9.
Okay. 6, 9. Nice.
I didn't mention it in Los Bandoleros, but same number of use of the word family in Fast and Furious as there is in the short film. Still, no one's using the word family. No one's weaponized family since.
Weaponized.
That's what I think. That's someone said. Chris Morgan found a way to weaponize family.
Right.
The word family. It's absolutely right.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, and Tokyo Drift nails that. He says Han was family.
Yeah.
And then nothing for another film.
Yeah.
But Han's here.
Han is there.
Han in this one.
Yeah. And we get Gal Gadot introducing Gal Gadot.
Yeah, this is Gal Gadot's introduction to the franchise.
An introduction to film. It's her first film.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Before that, she was just standing there, doing things in motion. Sometimes 60 frames, sometimes 120 frames, however your eyes perceive it. But she hadn't gone 24 frames until this film.
Yep.
This was a bold take on humanity. Gal Gadot in 24 frames.
Indeed.
Gas heist.
Gas heist. Yep.
Yeah. So after that short film, now we're actually at the gas heist that was promised at that short film that didn't come to fruition.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's a fun little heist.
I'm sure it was fun. I still have memories of being in the cinema for months and months beforehand, in which a slightly truncated version of this opening sequence was the trailer. And they wouldn't stop bloody playing it.
Oh, right.
So what I remember is, okay, yeah.
Right.
But it's still fun.
Still fun, yeah.
Still fun. It's the closest to fun this film, I think, has.
Yeah, you're probably right. Although, this film isn't too bad.
Cool, okay. There's a post-heist petrol party. Have you ever had a post-heist petrol party?
I mean, always.
Just like, hey, let's fill up all of our cars with the petrol we've just stolen.
Did they get any petrol in the end? Because both things blew up.
No, they had the things that were blown up. There was still like at least the guys who just broke out of prison.
Right.
Managed to grab a couple of them.
Yeah.
A couple of trailers worth.
Yeah.
But could you imagine just, you check your inbox and it's like, billing updates, a spam thing, and Dom's inviting you to a fun Friday night party. Bring your own car because you're going to get it filled up with petrol.
See,
cool.
These days it would be
Thanks, Dom.
He'd send packages through.
Hey, did you get my package? It was dripping wet.
And it was just his album.
Oh man,
Because in
Could
the
you
Fast
imagine?
and Furious
Could
franchise,
you imagine his
he has an album already.
Oh, what? Yeah, I would like his album.
Yeah.
I'd like 9 more songs to pad out an album, please. I should note the cars I've noted here for
Oh yes.
that. I've got a pickup. There's Han's car, Black Muscle car.
Black muscle car. Okay.
These are a couple of them. And Red Dom car.
Red Dom. Red Dom car. Okay. So
You know,
it's
the
a
old
red
Red
car
Dom.
that's dominant.
It's fun. How do you feel about the CGI in the opening sequence, by the way?
I didn't really notice. Not I didn't notice it, but it didn't
As the
Joel.
The barrels with the gigantic cylinders hurtling towards Letty and Dom, and
Yeah.
they drive through it.
Yeah, no, it didn't. It didn't bother me too much.
Okay.
I was too engrossed in the action.
What drinks are they drinking at post-heist petrol party?
Corona, surely. No Corona.
Green bottles.
Green bottles.
Green bottles, baby.
Were there 100 green bottles on the wall?
No, 99.
99. All right.
What have fallen?
Oh, so how many are there now?
99 green bottles hanging on the wall.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. We
Okay,
come into
right.
this as the petrol party's already going.
Right.
Someone's already dropped a bottle.
Oh, clumsy. But where's
Hey. Before we get to there, what does Han say?
I know.
Heard they're doing some crazy shit in Tokyo.
Yeah.
He mentions
He's
the dog.
plant is sowing the seeds.
You can imagine him going to Tokyo. That would be a killer move.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be his, you know that film franchise. That'd be like his final destination.
The crazy things they're doing in Tokyo is they're driving old cars.
Crazy shit.
Crazy shit.
The crazy shit they're doing in Tokyo.
Crazy shit they're doing is they're driving old cars and using old technology.
Driving old cars, using old technology and awkward mobile phones, and a guy is trying to sell off some stolen iPods. But hey, they're in the gas and TV VHS combo pack market. Who cares? What's going on?
But hey, what's going on with Brian O'Connor?
Oh, you want to go back to America?
I heard he was part of this film, but we haven't seen him. So
how about it's Los Angeles? We've done Miami. We're back in LA.
Yes.
Finally.
Yep.
2009. What cool things were happening in 2006 at a 2009 film? Is more 2008 than it is 2008.
What cool things were happening in 2006?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it revitalized the Bond franchise, and Jason Bourne was doing stuff.
The Bond franchise?
What kind of action style?
Jumping out of windows.
What do you call that? I think The Office.
Parkour.
Yeah, parkour. Parkour. We're doing parkour now.
Yep. We
It's like
see
foot shape.
Brian
It's like
O'Connor
foot racing.
jump into a fridge, a box for a fridge.
Yep. It's just packing peanuts all over the place.
Yep.
Just awkwardly dancing around a sofa.
White suddenly jumps on top of him and starts riding him. Very strange.
Oh no, he's just living out my fantasies. So yeah, he's chasing after a guy.
Yeah,
he knocks him out of a window, off of a trailer.
Yep.
An awkward, just right on the ground.
Weirdly, trailer for Fast and Furious 9.
Yeah, the F9, the Fast Saga,
big screen.
Which at that point, it's Vin Diesel knocking off John Cena off of a moving.
And they're brothers, so we really shouldn't be knocking them off.
Oh boy, do you have to beat off a lot of guys to get this role?
I'm still wrapping my head around that. John Cena is Vin Diesel's brother in.
It's Vietnam. He's the Iron Giant. It's what we all dreamed of.
Oh god. Right. So moving on. He's thrown someone out on a window.
Yep.
Just another day in Los Angeles.
Okay, he's grabbed this guy.
Yeah.
And this guy's giving up a name.
Right.
David Park.
Yes, David Park.
Who's that?
Well, it's a guy called David. He's trying to tell him to park.
Okay. Oh, and there's an FBI agent. There's another FBI agent, like the antagonist FBI agent. Who's that?
Keanu Reeves, because he is an FBI agent.
Shea Wiggum. Welcome to Shea Wiggum to the franchise. I do not think he returns ever again.
Makes
It's
sense.
fun to see him.
He's not family.
He's not family. He's just one of the great character actors of our generation.
Yeah. Yeah, he's fun.
Anyway, there's a cartel kingpin who's
Yep.
doing rounds and, doing cartel stuff, and, obviously the FBI don't like it.
Yes.
Arturo Braga. Who is he? No one knows.
What was the surname again, sorry?
Braga.
Braga, that was it, Braga.
Braga.
Because I did look on the IMDb and he's not credited anywhere.
No?
No.
Maybe we'll find out why at some point.
Yeah, strange.
But maybe we'll have to find out who Arturo Braga is first.
Yes.
Anyway, we're going to go to... Where are we going to go next?
Headquarters, right?
Oh.
FBI headquarters?
Oh, no. That was where they were getting this information from.
Oh, sorry, we're already at headquarters.
Shea Wiggum's at headquarters.
Oh, well, now we find out the very sad news.
No, but where do we find the sad news? Is it while listening to one of the great songs by Van Halen? Are we in Panama?
Yeah, I was thinking,
Panama.
Yeah. With Dom, because he gets a call.
Hey, he gets a phone call on his mobile phone?
Cell phone.
On his car phone?
Car phone warehouse.
No. Just his standard issue street phone, isn't it?
Yes, I believe
it's
so.
a payphone.
Yeah.
He's waiting there. He's stopping the wire. Who calls?
His sister, isn't it?
Who's his sister? Is she someone who can cut the crust off a tuna sandwich?
Yes.
Oh, Mia, oh Maya.
Mia
Toretto's back.
And she's back with some awful news.
Well, I'm sure it's not that bad because everything's gone well. We had a petrol party.
Yeah.
And nothing else has happened since. There's not been any time for anything to happen to any major characters since. So anything happening seems wildly convenient.
Yeah. Well, Letty's dead.
What?
Letty. You know Letty?
I'm familiar with Letty. Yeah. She will hop on you when you're driving really fast.
Yeah. She's no longer.
No, she was just at the heist.
She's dead. Now, here's the thing. I was watching it. I was watching this like 2 hours ago. And
and you fell asleep for a second. You're like, wait, what happened?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I glanced at my phone and stuff. And then they brought news Letty's dead. And I was like, wait, what? And I was like, I know she dies, but she's already dead.
It seems so inauspicious.
And I was and I had to YouTube while the film was playing. I YouTubed. I searched on YouTube for Letty death, and just to make sure. And I saw the scene, which we'll come to a bit later, with where Dom was like looking at it, and I was like,
"Oh yeah, we'll get that in a second."
Yeah, and I was watching that, thinking, did that already happen? Did I not spot that? Surely that. No, I would have spotted that. And then it cut back to Dom. They were talking about how he was going to come to America. And I was like, okay, so he's just arrived.
Yeah, there's a funeral, then the FBI watching the funeral closely, and then you see that Dom's watching the FBI watching the funeral.
Who's watching Dom watching the FBI watching the funeral?
Watchman.
And who's watching the Watchman?
The Emmy board. Right. And who's watching the Emmys? Looking at the audience ratings? Nobody! Whip! Audiences don't care for award ceremonies! Anyway, he just walks away from the watching of that stuff to go to the murder site, and he does the Hannibal thing.
Yeah, the Hannibal thing.
Yeah. You have the...
Yeah. This is his design. Is that what he says?
So he looks at skid marks and he can recreate the entire murder. Which is like, what? Is that his secret power? Is he can see something based on a car and recreate an entire scene?
Now, do you think they planned to have this as like a red herring for the franchise?
No.
No?
No, I think they just gave up. They're like, we could go to get Michelle for like a couple of things. She had a schedule because at this point she was, 2008. She was probably, preparing to plan to shoot Avatar 2.
Oh, what?
About Avatar 2.
Oh, Avatar 2.
5.
I thought you said
Avatar would
already
shot
out R2.
Yeah,
she wasn't in Star Wars.
No. She was going to do a very weird experimental film.
I did check to see if she was in
Lost. She was like, I want you to shoot out R2. I don't know what that means, but we're going to work to chop this one.
I did check to see if she was in Lost at that time, but she wasn't. So I was wondering what she'd have been doing.
What has she been doing?
I don't know. I just mainly looked at was she doing Lost at the time. Let's have a look, shall we?
Yes, let's see what Michelle Rodriguez was doing right at that point in time in 2008 when she should have been shooting this film.
Michelle Rodriguez diary.
Diary?
Oh, she doesn't have her diary ready and available.
That's weird.
All right. Michelle.
But it wasn't in appropriate comedy because that was a couple of years later. But we're all glad she went to do that one.
Michelle Ryan pops up before Michelle Rodriguez. How strange is that?
Not good.
Bionic Woman herself. 2009.
Yep, she wasn't doing much. I don't know why.
Yeah, she wasn't really doing much.
What the fuck? Hey, why would you do this, guys? You could do anything. You could have a scene. You could give a shit.
But I wonder, because it felt like a very pointed thing to not show her death properly, to show it through the eyes of Dom. So this is what Dom imagines, or.
But we never showed her show her body, which was the key.
Yeah.
Which was the key.
So do you think?
I think they're just like, well, we'll see what we can do.
Right.
But I don't know why you would do this as opposed to actually just have her as part of it and do something. It seems completely.
Well, Avatar came out around the same time.
Yeah, but that was, that was.
But
ready.
not
ready. That was shot for a while.
Yeah.
That was sitting around being fine-tuned by artists who have to painstakingly create a whole world.
In 2008, she was in a film called Gardens of Night, and she played Lucy Woman in a Car.
Ah, my favourite car.
Do you think she was sat on set just going, I can't believe I'm being typecast already?
I'm a car woman.
I'm that car woman you always get. If you need a woman in a car.
The original casting agent for Widows, when she was cast, thought it said Windows. I think, well, your cars have windows. We'll get Michelle Rodriguez to this.
Brilliant. So Dom has this little Hannibal moment. This is my
design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say creation.
Yeah. And then you can, have some champagne going, and you can go, what a life, what a life.
So now he is on the hunt. He's out for revenge.
Oh yeah, he's out for revenge. Who's he going to go to first?
He's going to go to a guy who's going to hang out the window, and according to IMDb,
whoa.
From no.
Well, before that, he stops by a mechanic's and almost drops an engine on guy's head.
Yes.
And goes, give me something.
That's just another Tuesday.
Jeez. Just a classic Dominic Toretto Tuesday.
That's how he puts his stamp of approval on engines.
If they've got blood from a mechanic or an engineer on it, it's a good engine.
Exactly.
But yeah, so...
so then he gets the name of someone and he goes to find that someone, I can't remember the name. And he...
But, most importantly...
Yeah.
It's been 5 years since Brian let Dom go and go to go away.
Yep, we find out because Dom...
Which means that's
Brian goes to see Mia.
Mm-hmm. So, work that out. That was 2001?
Yep.
In 5 years, so this is 2006.
Okay.
So, is Tokyo Drift a couple of weeks away? A couple of months away? What are we doing here? Is this like January and Tokyo Drift is December 2006?
Wait. Okay, right.
Yeah, because I know because we are going back in time, and it's confirming that this is 2006 now. Are we saying that Tokyo Drift is a 2006 film?
If you're saying Tokyo Drift is a couple of weeks away,
yeah,
are you saying that Fast and Furious?
That
Fast
5, 6,
and Summer of 7?
4, 5, and 6 happen in the next fortnight, and then 7 kind of starts in a couple of weeks' time.
Wow.
At the same time as Tokyo Drift. Like, at one point, during 7, you'll hear someone has already flown off to Tokyo and someone else has got to go there because he did a bad thing with a pre-built housing construction. Basically, what I'm saying is, why is Lucas Black's character all over the Wanted? Is like, this kid's bad. This kid around here, he's a bad person.
But then
we just want to warn everyone in the world that this guy's a kind of a bad kid, and don't bring him into your illegal stuff. We want him to train to be a good kid, but he's a bad kid at the moment.
But also, Han would need to go over to
Han has to go to Tokyo a couple of days before him and set up the whole system and act like he's been there for years.
Yes, and build a reputation and all that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
This bloody franchise, but we still fucking love it.
and at that time get so comfortable with the amount of money he's made that he's not doing anything for money, he's doing anything for the thrill of it.
Yes,
that's kind of the key point of Tokyo Drift, is he's not doing things for money, he just enjoys doing it, so he has to get bored of the concept of money at some point, and he's pretty cool about doing petrol heists for money at the moment.
My God.
He kind of, not to spoil anything, but the next one, I think he's pretty happy about doing like a bank heist as well. So
Jesus Christ.
Got a while to go. It doesn't feel like it's only a month between him at this point and him changing into accepting death.
I'm sticking with our 2-week idea.
A fortnight.
And how long does it take to fly over to Japan, to Tokyo?
It depends what kind of car you're driving.
Yeah, that's true. Well, would it be a connecting flight as well? Because then that would be probably at least a day.
I don't think it's going to connect to anything. There's no gravity. That's no point.
What are you talking? Why are you talking about space? We're talking about the Fast and Furious franchise.
They'd never go to space.
That's crazy talk.
They're never going to do it. Yeah. So Dom holds a guy out a window.
Yes, and according to the IMDb trivia, which I was looking at earlier, that actor actually suffered from vertigo, and he did not want to do that scene.
Right. Well, yeah. That's not good.
Yep.
That's not good. I suffer from vertigo. I wouldn't do that scene. But I'm sure anyone who doesn't suffer from vertigo also is a bit suspicious about doing a scene like that.
Yeah.
Not a fun scene, but also, Brian and Dom having a moment together.
Yes.
Holding a guy out a window. That's fun. I enjoy that. More of that. Yes.
Yeah. I want to see the ultimate shot of Dom sort of dropping, but not properly dropping this guy. Yeah. So the guy's hanging from the window. Sure. I want to see that swift movement of him doing that and walking past Brian to get out of the door, only for Brian to look behind him like, wait, where's he gone? Those moves.
He's fast.
And furious. He is furious because...
Yeah, he is. He's out on a mission. He's out on a revenge mission whilst...
Mission from God? Or...
No.
Is there going to be a big police car pile up?
That'd be stupid.
Yeah.
That'd be stupid.
Anyway,
it turns out cartel leader Arturo Braga is holding a street race for potential new smugglers.
Yeah. And he's got a handyman to help him set this all up. Who's definitely not... a
middleman who's definitely not anybody.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Brian goes and says, "Hey, I can do this," and they show him a bunch of possible cars that the FBI have.
How does he says he can do this? How is he sure that he can do this?
Oh, he noticed.
He noticed.
Thank you. But there's like a moment where they have all these cars on the screen. He just has this huge smile.
Yeah.
He goes, "I'll take all 3. I'll take these 3."
Yeah.
He turns 3 cars into one big car.
Have you ever seen Frankenstein?
Have you ever seen Frankenweenie?
And then he unzips.
He does his good old-fashioned John Barrowman.
Oh, yeah. Boy. My God. That was weird that the article... Let's talk about that for a second. Because the articles are all going on about Noel Clarke.
Batman.
But obviously that is, Batman, and weird clip that was unearthed of him saying John Barrowman used to unzip and just whip his cock out, and then he kind of...
Two women next to him having to listen to him do the shit. And
yeah, he reenacts it for a very long time. I'd understand if he did it for a minute or two, as a joke, and it just didn't work. But he went on. He tried and tried and tried, and it's like...
Yeah, that's like the Noel Clarke way of comedy. It's just let's keep going until someone breaks.
But says a bit more about John Barrowman than Noel Clarke, this particular story.
This story is very much a very telling thing about both these people. And the poor women
John
next to him.
Barrowman's gay, so it's fine.
Yeah, that line was interesting. That's fine.
No. Anyway, sorry, back to Fast and Furious.
Back to Fast and Furious. Dom's fixing a car.
Yes, Dom's fixing a car.
He's got a car. What kind of car?
Fast car. Furious car.
Fast car.
Do you have any other idea of what type?
Oh, I wrote down Dom's garage car. I should
Dom's garage
mention, by the way, we heard word of a green Ford Torino, and also
Yes.
when they were looking for a car related to find this guy, they mentioned a Nissan 240 with a legal mod.
Right.
That's the guy.
Yep.
That's the guy. So we know there's a Nissan 240 with a legal mod.
Yep.
It's important to know these. I understand what that means. It means they've got a legal, moderator.
See,
He's been on the boards and he's been like, I'm going to delete your thing. It's a bit questionable.
When I think, was it legal or illegal?
Oh, illegal.
Yeah. Okay. So when I think of mods, I think of Grand Theft Auto mods that you see on like the PC versions. So I imagine this car shoots out bubbles instead of gas fumes.
I would love the Fast and Furious franchise to get into bubble car.
Fast and Furious 10.
Anyway, before the street race, here comes Gal Gadot.
Yes, Gal Gadot.
Finally, she's here. Well, she says she's working for Braga. Isn't that cool? And here's John Ortiz, everybody.
Yep.
Who is Braga's go-between.
Now, I had a glance at his IMDb, but I know him from something, but I can't remember exactly
Vice,
what.
Baby.
Right. No, I feel like he was in the TV series or something.
This was he? I'm talking, classic John Ortiz from Miami Vice, because that's kind of the whole film is just like, what if we got him to do exactly what he did in that film again?
Fair enough, yeah.
It just seems lazy, but also I'm on board because I'll take John Ortiz and everything.
Yeah.
TV shows has he been doing? Let's look at what he does.
I don't know.
Messiah.
I think I mixed him up with someone from Dexter.
Togetherness.
But he just feels like someone who would have been in Dexter.
Luck.
And maybe he will be in Dexter. This fool.
John, I can tell you're looking at his thing. It's not in Dexter. Are you thinking of what's his name? Is it Angel?
No, I never watched Buffy or Angel.
No,
I think it's just. Oh, right. It might be. Yeah. See the one with the hat?
David Zayas. Yeah.
Yeah, it might be, but then they don't look at like.
Is it just your inherent racism?
Yeah, it might be. Maybe. Let's move on.
See Latinx people, and you just go like, "Yep, they all the same."
Moving on.
White Irish and white English are all the same, aren't they?
How dare you?
It's true. But yeah, he's like,
when you say things like that, you have to be sure.
He's like, I'm Arturo Braga's go-between. It's just you won't get to talk to him. I'll be there to talk. Things like that. It's like, yeah. Okay, that's why you tried John Ortiz. He's just a random guy.
Yeah, sure you are.
Anyway, there's a street race.
Sure. Yes, so they're going to close off
a bloody fucking street race.
Yep. So how are they going to close off the roads?
Kidding me?
Yeah. Well, the street race. They don't want to endanger the pedestrians.
No, you definitely want to endanger pedestrians.
Oh.
That's the whole point of this one.
Okay. Well, just sounds dangerous.
Yeah. The car drifts into a regular person's car and it crashes. Another car flips and almost crashes onto Brian's car. It's like real crazy, these random smuggler hopefuls.
Yes.
These guys are just crashing all over the place.
Yep.
They're going through alleyways. There's one of them's up.
One of them with a whole bunch of friends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Named.
Well, the main one. He's the top cat.
Okay.
He's the top tip.
Yeah. But who are some of the others?
I can only remember one of the other names.
Go on.
Yeah.
I would like you to say it correctly.
Benny!
Thank you. Although I think we have to adjust that to Benny.
No.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
No.
I'm afraid so. We go Ramos version.
Speaking of which, can we go quickly back to the beginning of the Los Bandoleros
okay.
thing?
Los Bandoleros, but Los Banderitos.
Yeah. Did you notice the tapping at the beginning of the film?
Shit! Yeah, the tapping at the thing.
I meant to bring a glass to the microphone before we started recording, but yeah, it was basically the opening of In the Heights.
Washington Heights.
Yeah.
This was based on me making money for the criminal activity.
I was hoping that's why you were saying I should give it a watch. I thought it was like a big surprise. It's like he didn't do it. He didn't do a Fast and Furious spin-off. He did his own version of In the Heights in 20 minutes. He super mapped it.
Oh, I would like a Vin Diesel musical, maybe based on his own original songs.
So
Get in touch, Vin. I will write the story if you write more of the songs, please.
Back to the street race.
So there's people, driving down these alleyways, but there's also the high roads, the ones up top.
Yeah.
So there's multiple layers to this.
Yeah.
There's jumping around
like an onion.
Like a vertical onion.
Yes.
Dom hits the nose.
Of course.
If Brian hits the nose, they're neck and neck. Brian's like, "Oh, you did it too soon."
Yep.
And then what does Dom do?
Dom gives him a little tap on the ass.
Pit maneuver, baby. He hits the back, makes him spin out. Makes Brian spin out. Unfair.
But nothing's fair in love and war.
So Dom wins. He's now Smuggler King.
Yep.
And that's that. Brian's out of the question. FBI agent is not in the running anymore. What's he going to do?
Well, Brian goes to the guy who's next in line, who's going to be helping Dom out, right? And he
he's your favorite character, right?
Yeah, Dwight. Yes, he gets the American flag and says, "I'm so sorry," and wraps it around his neck and tightens it because that's the only way he can get into the Olympics. Wait, nope.
Jesus, what are you talking about?
Sorry, I had Michael Scarn on the phone there.
There's a guy with a foot fetish who's one of the smugglers.
Who's also called Dwight, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's all the things I like in a man.
He's a real piece of shit. Yeah. So so FBI version of Brian gets his gang in there to arrest him, and he plants some fucking stuff on him.
Yep.
All cops are bastards.
Yep. ACAB.
Yep, they can, baby. All cops are Brian.
All cops.
I've got one note here because we're going to get into the garage and things like that. Right. Club and garage or whatever. A TV in a car's headlights? Question mark. There was a shot of a car, a souped up car. Now I feel like there was a TV in the headlight. There's something moving in the headlight. It wasn't, it was like a visual thing, not like there was some sort of fly caught in there. I think there's someone's put like a visual element inside the headlight.
That sounds familiar. Yeah,
that sounds like something someone would definitely do. It's like, isn't this cool but completely useless? Because if you're going to watch this TV show, you're running really fast, or it's the last show you're ever watching.
Or maybe you're just watching the Favourite.
The Favourite?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe if you just choose to go on Disney Star and watch The Favourite.
Yep.
Olivia Colman's first, but not last Oscar win.
Exactly. So now, Brian's gotten in. He's back in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Now they're going to hang out in the club. And what do they drink in the club?
I'm worried to suggest it.
This is Braga's bar, so they get
Corona?
there. Yeah, Coronas. Hey, it's Corona time.
It's always Corona time.
Finally, it took a while. You had to go to Los Angeles to get Corona.
Yeah. Well.
Isn't that always the case?
Wow. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you. They had really high levels and now they're dropping because they got vaccinated.
Oh, good.
Yes. Anyway, Dom decides to fuck off to the basement of this club.
Yeah.
What's he find?
He finds Wonder Woman.
Ooh, he finds Wonder Woman, but also what's next to the Wonder Woman?
A lasso. He starts telling the truth.
It's the green car. It's the green car that killed Letty.
Yep.
The one that the killer drives. So
now it's green.
Someone
and red.
there killed Letty.
Yep.
That's all you care about. That's all important.
Yep.
Anyway, Wonder Woman's there. What's she going to do?
She's going to flirt with Dom because, Dom's single. It's not like he's got a girlfriend that's alive, is it?
No. Maybe she killed Dom's girlfriend so that she can hang out.
Maybe.
Oh, Giselle.
So now...
shit. Yeah, this sequence. Now it's time to have a good old-fashioned, let's do the job.
Yes.
Thing.
And this is where we go into the tunnels, right?
This is before that. We go into a warehouse, and so the FBI can't monitor what Brian's doing anymore.
Oh, yes, yep.
They go into a warehouse, and they go into one big lorry.
Yep. All
the cars sitting there in a lorry, and they drive to Mexico.
Yep.
So that the cars can come out of the lorry and take the money through tunnels.
And Brian dumps his tracking device in a can of NOS energy drink, was it?
Yep. These guys are checking over and looking over everything, and he takes out his tracking device and awkwardly fidgets around where everyone who were looking for something would definitely know he's doing something.
Yeah.
And it's NOS energy drink.
NOS energy drink.
It just proves that Brian O'Connor is a human car.
Yes.
You thought Dominic Toretto was a human car, but it turns out Brian is also a human car.
Those cans are specially made for him.
Now, I just watched a film in which two characters believe at the end of the thing that they are both animals of some description. And it's like, wait, what? Is this metaphorically? No, you genuinely think you are. And I feel like this film is now confirming.
You watched The Lobster?
No, I watched. I don't want to spoil the film in case you end up watching it.
Okay, I've seen it.
Yeah, but it's a recent film.
Right, I know what it is.
Yeah, do you?
Is it on Netflix?
No, not on Netflix.
It's just came out. Family film on Netflix, because that's what I was thinking.
No, it might be a film that came out on Hulu this week, whilst at the same time it was available to rent for people in the UK this week. And this week, I mean, on recording, not on release.
Right.
It starts Christopher Walken.
I never look at Hulu, so apart from when we do that.
Well, you will now when you want to watch
this
weird Irish film.
Oh, is that on Hulu? Oh my god! Wait, what?
To be sure.
Animals?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's yeah. So basically, they do the same thing here, in which
okay, and then we have credits. I've got to go and watch a film. Bye.
They get wild. Anyway, we're going to see the tunnels. They're going to drive under tunnels.
Yep.
This is. Do you remember the pod race sequence?
Yes.
It feels a lot like when they go through those weird parts of that.
Another thing I spotted on the IMDb trivia is that the actors weren't actually sweating.
Oh no!
They sprayed themselves with water bottles. This can be seen in the extras for the DVD. So yeah, I didn't get a chance to go over the extras apart from that 20-minute film. That was nothing.
That wasn't an extra. That was an important prologue.
It was in the extras though.
Yeah, but it wasn't an extra. It was like the important. It's listed as important materials.
Right.
Whereas the documentary "Sweat Baby Sweat" is an extra.
Yeah.
Gosh, could you imagine not sweating when you're making a Fast and Furious film? When you're not sweating, you're not really caring. We'll get to sweat next week.
Is it just me who when I see a tunnel involving Mexico, you think only one thing?
It means hitman.
It means Sicario means hitman.
It means hitman.
Mexico. Yep.
But we'll never know what Soldado means because they never told us.
They never told us.
It was, and in America, it was the day of the Soldado.
Yep.
So you know it's important enough to make a day worth of fun, but they never told us what the day worth of fun was about. So, and we will never know because they're not going to do three Cario. Try Cario?
Well, there's more than 3 Cario in this sequence.
Because, there's like a 7 Cario, right?
Yep. We come out of the tunnel.
The nighttime tunnel.
The nighttime tunnel. And Dom switches his NOS on and gets ready to light up a cigarette. But then he gets dragged out of his car.
Everyone stops. We have a meeting.
Yep.
It's like, right, group meeting. That was a good test run. We're going to go through what you should and shouldn't have done when you were driving your car fast through a tunnel between countries. And also, hey, it's me. My name's Phoenix. I drive a green car.
Oh, what? A green car, you say?
Well,
that's interesting.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because a green car killed poor Letty.
Never heard of her. Who?
Letty.
Oh, no. That's not important. Whatever you just said. Time for a punch?
Time for a punch.
Yeah. Car bomb. Cigarette lighter goes off for some reason.
Yeah.
And then Dom starts punching people. There's some guns going off. What does Brian do?
What would Brian...
Brian as a human car. What would Brian O'Connor, the human car, be doing?
I can't even remember.
He jumps into it. He finds a big Hummer and just gets in there.
Oh, right.
And then he says an F word. He's like, "Get the fuck in."
Oh.
The filthy FBI mouth.
What? And Dom tries to get in. He says, "No. The fuck. Put the fuck in. I'm gonna take the fuck away."
I carried the fuck across Mexico. I'm smuggling fuck. through a PG-13 rating, I'm smuggling a fuck. But yeah, now we know who done did the dirty on Letty.
Yep.
And that's the information we got in this sequence. Is there's tunnels and so we know who killed it. That's it.
Pretty much. Yep.
So now they're gonna hang out. Brian notices that Dom got shot. Dom was wearing this weird leather jacket thing, and he's got shot. But he doesn't notice. He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. No.
Yeah.
He's out for revenge.
Now it's time to hang out with Mia.
Yep. Well, hang out. I don't think much is hang out. Right? It's all inside.
That's true. Anyway, she patches her brother, who she hasn't seen for a long time, up.
Yep.
And they have Chinese. They have Corona. What do?
They have Chinese Corona.
They have Chinese. They have Corona, and they say Grace. Isn't that nice? Yeah. So it's all very nice.
But Grace never answers.
Where is she?
Who knows?
Anyway, unfortunately, all of Braga's money is now in a police impound lot, and they'll never notice where it is. So,
yeah, that's a good move. I like that move.
It's an impound lot, and the cops will never know because they don't look at this shit.
Yeah.
Defund the police. So this is exactly what Miami Vice did. If you remember in Miami Vice, early on in the film, they take out the other guys who are handling the drug running, and they take all their stuff and they claim they're a different team so they can get the stuff. And then to make good with John Ortiz, they later on show up and say, look, we found this material that was conveniently stolen from you. We're going to give it to you. We know it's yours.
Yeah.
If we have a face-to-face with the guy we need. And this is literally the same thing. Is we got your money, we want a face-to-face with the king.
Yep.
And Dom is offered immunity if they catch the cartel guy.
Yeah.
So he can stay in Los Angeles forever, like family.
Yeah.
And here comes the quote. You ready for the quote?
Oh, what's the quote?
Just like old times.
Just like old times.
Do you want a twist?
Oh, yes.
Do you want a
twist?
twist?
My Corona. Corona with a twist. Oh,
what if they have a meet-up? What if they have the face-to-face? What happens?
Oh, well, then the big man is there and comes out of the car.
So Shea Wiggum's doing the watch over. The guys are hanging out. They're like, there's Wonder Woman, there's John Ortiz, but we're still waiting on Braga. We're still waiting on Braga. Don't come in until we know. Yep. Don't come in until we know. Don't
It's
come
an empty box.
And then what happens?
Braga steps out of the car.
Oh, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's already there because John Ortiz was already there.
Oh. Right?
He is Braga. Arturo Braga was John Ortiz this whole time. They just didn't want to say it. Right? He's been lying. He's been talking in the third person. He's a crazy guy. But Shea Wiggum doesn't wait until that information. He rushes them down.
Yeah.
He rushes in, ruins everything. There's the Miami Vice shootout again. Because now everyone knows. Now Giselle's like, oh shit, you're with those guys.
Yeah.
But hey, John Ortiz tries to ram, almost kills Wonder Woman. But Dom saves her, so now she's family.
She is family.
He saves her, and then in grabbing his arm around her, pulling her away from a car, his favourite thing, she becomes family, his second favourite thing. Yeah. Isn't that sweet? They can't have sex now. They're brother and sister.
Right.
That's how family works. Yeah, he and Michelle Rodriguez never had sex in the films.
Oh.
Even when you thought they did.
Sat on top of him while he was driving.
Family do weird stuff, but they don't go full.
Right. Moving on.
Yeah, somehow we've still got like 25 minutes of this film left.
Yeah, they have a little chase through the tunnels again. Is that right?
You've got a long way around. No.
No.
Oh,
right.
Brian gets pulled off the case.
Right.
Right. He's cool. He's like, you're if you go and do this, you're not doing it under the auspices of the FBI. You are doing this you're an outlaw, basically.
Yeah.
Then he's like, do I continue with my family?
Uh-huh.
What do I do? So he goes and sees Mia. Yeah.
They
have sex. They have sex. They create a baby really quickly.
Yes. Yeah.
And then she gets out of there and she goes and sees Dom, and they're like, hey, guess what me and my best friend just did?
I was hoping that's what she was going to say, because she kind of walks up to Dom and she's like, hey,
I'm dripping.
I'm fucked.
Can you smell what The Rock was cooking? It's my favourite quote because The Rock exists in this thing as like a wrestler And no one who would ever look like him would ever be part of our world. So I'm just watching him on TV.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite quote.
Oh goodness.
So now it's time to head south of the border.
Yes. And how do you do that? Through the tunnel.
What are you talking about? No, you're going the wrong way again. Oh. You're obsessed with the tunnels.
I like tunnels.
The tunnels, no. Well, they drop their cars off. Giselle's there. She's like, he's over there in that Mexican church.
Through that tunnel. Yeah.
And then Braga's, in a church. He's putting a briefcase down. He's like, here's some money. Could you give me a blessing?
Yep.
He's like, yep. Good luck with what you're doing. The Lord forgives you, I guess. And then the guy runs off. And then Dom holds a shotgun to his head.
Yep.
He's like, I want to arrest you, but I want to kill you. Oh, no.
He says, I'm going to make you holy. Bullets.
Anyway, Brian and John Ortiz get in one car. Dominic gets in the other car. And now it's time for the cartel to chase after them.
Oh, how do they do that?
Well, the problem is they can't all chase after them because Phoenix isn't there. Where's Phoenix?
Phoenix is...
This is the most important scene. He's watching a cockfight. They just cut to a cockfight. It's like he gets like a page. It's like, oh shit, I've got to go. My boss is being arrested by two guys who think they're cars. Sorry, chickens. I'm paying for death. I'm a cruel mistress. I'm going to destroy all of goodness in this world and their family.
So now
they're like, there's all these cars coming for them.
Yep.
And
they're driving towards
to seemingly nothingness, right?
Well, until they literally hit a tunnel. What?
Yeah, shit, they just break on through to the other side. They do the doors.
Break on through to the other side, indeed.
Yeah, that becomes the day.
Yep. Yeah, and this is fun. It's a nice little chase sequence, and cars get smashed, and one car blows up.
Tom opens his window and leaps into another car before his car flies in and explodes. Mm-hmm. That was a fun moment of like, yeah, I can get this. This is what I want. Where's this been for, most of this film?
Yeah. So yeah,
Phoenix smashes the Brian car and flips them around.
Yep.
So Braga's injured, Brian's injured.
Phoenix walks up to him with a gun, and then we hear Dom approaching, and he comes speeding right up to Phoenix, and Phoenix tries to run away, and Brian says, "Nope, not so fast," and grabs his ankle.
Yep. So he's stuck there. He gets crashed into by a car driving a car.
Yep.
And what does Dom say in his classic James Bond-esque wit as he watches the guy who killed Letty die?
Die.
Pussy.
One-track mind, this guy.
This guy, he's so, witty. He's eclectic.
Oh, yeah.
Pussy, Corona, family.
But so that's sort of the end of the film. But
here the police come.
Yeah.
But Brian's kind of injured from the thing, and it's a reversal of last time because the police are coming, and it's like Vince, where Dominic ran off to avoid this stuff after finding out, but also like at the end of the film, in which Brian lets Dom go, but in this case, Dom stays.
Yeah.
He knows that whatever happens, he's going to have to face the consequences, right?
Yep. Also, we didn't talk about the fact that Letty was hired by Brian to seek out this. I've forgotten his name again.
Oh, Arturo Braga.
Yeah, Braga. And in exchange for Dom to be
pardoned.
Yes, I was going to say let go.
Yes, no. So that's why he. Sorry. Yes, you're right.
For
some reason, in that period of time, she just decided to. After the post-petrol heist, she's like, "Oh shit! I just been told I've got to go and do the one thing that takes you a couple of days to do in like one day."
Yeah. So she tries and dies because of it, and so I feel like that's why Dom stays behind.
Yeah, there's nowhere else to run anyway. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, she wanted him to back. He's back, and it's not like she's here to be with, so he'll stay back in the country, as she wanted him to be, but just in prison this time because he gets 25.
Yeah, court time. Court time. Find me guilty.
Yep.
You get to see the entirety of Find Me Guilty in 5 seconds.
Yep.
Sentenced to 25 to life.
25 to life.
No parole.
Yep. And the last thing we see is he gets a nice little Fast and Furious escort on the way.
Vroom vroom. Here come the cars.
Yep.
Who are there?
What is Dom? Tom.
No,
Dom's in the
bus.
Brian.
Yep.
There's Mia.
Yeah, she's driving now.
There's the other two.
Yes. I believe they're referred to as Los Bandoleros now, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And what happens? What happens?
Nothing happens. They just drive by and they kind of overtake two of them overtake the bus in a sort of crisscross motion, and then we get the credits. So they'll just like sort of driving past and giving them a little good wave goodbye.
I'll tell you what happens.
What happens?
Fast 5!
Yes, I can't remember the opening to Fast 5, but I
genuinely have not seen the whole of this Fast and Furious film before. Watching it this time around, I never made it all the way through because I find it dull. So I didn't realize it. Literally, I thought it kind of like ended up maybe it caught maybe that. I didn't realize it ended up on the bus.
Yeah.
That the next film picks up. Yeah. Pretty much 2 seconds before the end of this film ends. Yeah. Again, time travel in this franchise.
Time travel. I mean, who'd have thought? So we're 4 films down and 5 to go.
Yeah, how are you feeling about the films we've seen so far? Would you be able to put them in an order that you could find like I like this one most and I enjoyed this one least?
I would say number 2 I enjoyed the least.
Okay.
Right, and let's go order from best from least to best.
Yeah.
So it would go 2, 4, 3, 1.
I'd go 4, 1, 2, 3, and I know that's really weird.
Right.
I think Too Fast, Too Furious, despite for all its faults, has a bit more fun to it.
But remember when we did the episode on Too Fast, Too Furious, we were both like bored even talking about it.
Yeah, but Tej's hair and the final boat leap is enough, and the fight sequence there is enough to be like, well, that's more than some of these films have had.
Yeah, I suppose so.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm still surprised that I actually enjoyed that. Because I just always remember it being like the lesser of the entire franchise.
Dirtbag. It's a dirtbag film which has, fun drifting on mountainsides.
But next week we've got Fast 5.
Next week we're introducing the last of the main key components of the franchise.
Yeah. And I cannot wait.
It's the Avengers. It is the Fast and Furious Avengers.
It's been very long since I last saw this.
It's been a while since I last saw this. I'm looking forward to going back to it. And it'd be nice if we could, add more people to our family. Not that I can see that happening.
Like a brother or sister? Or...
No, just family. Just
family. Just family.
A kissing cousin.
Okay.
Well, you're not a very good family when it comes to kissy wussies. Maybe because I call them kissy wussies?
Yeah.
Is that the problem?
Kills the whole mood.
No, it gets me off.
I know, that's why it kills the whole mood, because you're already done and we haven't even started.
If it feels like I do. That's a reference to Vin Diesel.
I thought that was going to be the end. That felt like an end.
No. I want you to plug a bit more. Where can we find you?
You can find me at movie_mad on Twitter and on Instagram.
Are you on Letterboxd to see your rankings of Fast and Furious?
Letterboxd. I'm at Movie Mad on Letterboxd.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you have any podcasts that we should be listening to if we're not listening to them already?
Well, it's Friday, so head on over to the Bluebird and we will be backstage at the Bluebird talking Nashville.
Nashville, the city.
The TV series and the city.
Oh, the TV series. What's that about?
Strangely, you'll never guess. It's about New York.
Oh, you're saying it's an ensemble country music drama soap about the lives and loves of those who work in the music industry and the city itself and how they intertwine. You're
making it sound a bit like the film, and that's not what we want. We don't want the film.
I mean, it is literally about country music and politics and how they intertwine. It's kind of like the film.
Yes, but it's better than
Yeah,
the film.
it's much longer and not as unwatchable.
Yes. And you're enjoying every minute of it, especially every scene with Gunnar Scott.
I don't know why you're assuming any of this. I exist. That's the best, evidence you can find of me enjoying this. You can find me enjoying, of course, Are You Movie Mad every Wednesday, although at the moment we have just taken a break.
Yep.
It's been an exhausting time.
We've got 140 odd episodes.
What we got?
140 odd episodes.
100. Where have you got that number?
240 odd.
Yeah, we've got 240 episodes
240.
in. Plus, we've got a bunch of bonuses. I think we're closer to like 280.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, this month we released a commentary of the new Mortal Kombat movie.
Yep.
We had like a bit of time off, but we're coming back because starting next week, it's Music Month.
It is Music Month.
Again, we love talking musicals and music.
We gotta have one every year.
We do documentaries and music are kind of our big things, so it's always fun to do that.
Yeah, always fun.
And as you might guess, we're excited for In the Heights. So
yes,
hint, hint. That's an episode this month.
Until then, and
you can find me on Twitter at Ethan.
Oh, sorry, because you said you can find me. You can find. Because I heard you can find.
Wow.
Sorry, where can I find you, Andrew?
On Twitter at Ethan Runt, like the Tom Cruise character from the Mission Impossible films, just Runt instead of Hunt. Letterboxd Ethan Runt.
Letterboxd, yep.
Easy to find, Instagram. And don't have Instagram.
Not got Instagram.
I am not a photogenic person. I don't have TikTok. I am not a young person. I cannot comprehend the points.
You said it, mate, not me.
I did say I don't understand it. I don't understand it. The setup is ugly.
Yep.
It looks ugly.
You were a Vine boy, weren't you?
Sorry?
You're a Vine boy. You preferred Vine.
I did like 5 Vines. Yeah. You're right. I tried, and again, not photogenic and not creative enough to come up with simple loops. I just want to have fun, which is why I talk.
Yep.
And talk. And talk. And talk.
And sing.
Music Month next month. You're right. But next week we're talking Fast 5 on Fast Fridays.
Yes, we are.
Which means we are at the halfway mark at that point. That's ridiculous. Because there are 9 films we got before we get to F9, the Fast Saga. Which is the 10th film in the franchise. Makes no sense. It's not even chronologically the 10th film in the franchise, or the 9th film in the franchise. Actually, I think it's probably the 8th. Oh, is it? Do you reckon it's the 8th film? Do you reckon it's 0.8th film in the franchise chronologically? When does Hobbs and Shaw take place? Do you reckon it takes place simultaneously? No. What if it takes place like an hour afterwards?
Let's save that.
Or an hour before and afterwards, because beforehand they hear that Brixton's been sorted out, but then then they hear like, oh, but Ryan Reynolds has got this rumbling of this other disaster happening, which will be a funny post-credit sequence. And it's like, oh shit.
Oh my god, I forgot Ryan Reynolds was in Hobbs and Shaw.
Well, you forgot Kevin Hart was also in there. Rob Delaney, Ryan Reynolds, and Kevin Hart.
Jesus.
Our 3 favourites.
Yep.
One from Tom and Jerry, one from, Deadpool and Jerry.
Bloody
Would you watch Deadpool and Jerry?
I would.
He's a moke with a mouth. He's a mouse who won't talk.
Yep.
Together, they're going to deal with whatever they want to, because it's the wedding of the century and no one really gives a fuck. Because why the fuck not? I saw Tom and Jerry.
Why the fuck not?
Why the fuck not?